What's the funniest reason the cops have ever been called on you? Last month, I was driving my friends Benny and Carl home from a bachelor party. I was the designated driver, and they were the most wasted I've ever seen two grown men. It's 2 a.m., and I take a shortcut through some back roads to avoid highway construction. Benny wakes up in the back seat, looks out the window, and doesn't recognize anything. Instead of asking me, he quietly pulls out his phone. I hear him whispering, "Yes, hello. I'd like to report a kidnapping. The victim is me." "Benny, who are you talking to?" "Nobody. Keep driving, kidnapper." Carl wakes up. "Are we being kidnapped?" "Yes, but I handled it." "Nice." He goes back to sleep. 2 minutes later, flashing lights light up my whole car. I pull over, and a cop approaches my window very slowly, one hand on his flashlight. "Sir, we received a 911 call from inside this vehicle. Someone reported a kidnapping in progress." "Officer, I can explain. These are my friends. I'm the designated driver." Benny leans forward. "Officer, thank God you're here. This man is taking us to a second location." "Benny, I'm taking you home." That's exactly what a kidnapper would say. Officer Dale asks for everyone's ID. I hand over my license. Benny proudly hands over his. "Sir, this is a Blockbuster membership card. It's vintage." Carl hands over a sandwich shop punch card. 2 more punches and I get a free sub. Officer Dale stares at them. "Gentlemen, have you been drinking tonight?" Benny sits up straight. "I have had 0 drinks." Long pause. "Tonight is not included in that number." Carl decides this is the moment to escape. The door is unlocked, but he climbs out through the window and falls directly into a ditch. "I'm free," he announces from the ditch. Officer Dale asks everyone to step out of the vehicle. Benny exits with incredible dignity, takes 3 steps, then sits down crisscross in the middle of the road like it's story time. "Sir, please don't sit in the road. I'm grounding myself. It's called wellness." Officer Dale turns to me. "Sir, I can tell you're sober, but I need to confirm these two are actually safe." Benny raises his hand. "Officer, I'd like to press charges." "Against your friend?" "No, against Carl. He's been suspicious all night." Carl gasps from the ditch. "I trusted you." Officer Dale shines his flashlight into my backseat and freezes. "Sir, why is there a garden gnome wearing a seatbelt back there?" Carl climbs out of the ditch. "That's Gerald. He's the best man. The best man of the wedding. He gave a speech. It was short, but it moved people." Benny adds, wiping away a real tear. "Where did Gerald come from?" Benny answers. "He was free. He was in a yard." Carl adds. Benny picks up the gnome and examines him closely. "Well, that explains why that porch light came on." Officer Dale covers his mouth with his fist. "Gentlemen, you stole someone's gnome. We rescued him. He was facing the bushes. No gnome should live like that." Officer Dale loses it and starts laughing. "Sir, you're going to have to return him." Benny clutches Gerald. "What if I leave my Blockbuster card as collateral? That card has been expired for 20 years. So has the gnome, but you don't see me judging." Officer Dale tells them he needs to make sure they can be released into my custody. Carl volunteers for a sobriety test nobody asked for. He attempts to walk a straight line, walks in a complete circle, arrives exactly where he started, and raises both arms like he stuck the landing. "Sir, that was a circle. The earth is a circle. I was being accurate." Benny claps. "He's a professional." Then Benny offers to say the alphabet backward and confidently begins with the letter yellow. Officer Dale radios dispatch to cancel the kidnapping call. Benny asks if he can apologize personally, so the officer puts dispatch on speaker. "Hi, yes, this is the kidnapping victim." False alarm. The kidnapper is actually a great guy. He's been driving very safely. I can hear the dispatcher crying, laughing. Officer Dale hands back my license. "Sir, I've been doing this for 12 years, and this is the first kidnapping I've worked where the victims defended the kidnapper's driving." As I'm loading Carl into the car, Benny hugs the officer goodbye like they're old army buddies. "Officer Dale, if I ever get kidnapped for real, I want it to be you who saves me." "Sir, please just go home." Carl rolls down the window. "Thank you for your service to me specifically." Officer Dale follows us for 2 blocks, watches me return Gerald to his yard, and gives me a thumbs up out his window. As we drive away, I hear Benny whisper to the yard, "We'll come back for you, Gerald." I'm still saved in his phone as my kidnap here.